So, first of all, I picked you because I love your outfit. Like, I think your style is like super, I don't know, I like it.
Thank you so much.
First of all, I like your shoes.
Oh, okay.
I really like your like outfit. I really like your glasses.
Thanks.
My dad's an optician, so he's all about like how glasses should fit your face.
Yeah.
And they're good. They're good. I approve as the
That's good. I spent a
optician's
lot of
daughter.
money on them, so I hope they look good.
It's definitely scary for me to like go up to people. I hate going up to people because usually on trains I'm like, oh my god, like I want to talk to that person. They seem so cool, or like I don't know. I just like I'm very like I admire a lot of people on
This
trains.
is Harold Washington Library, State and Van Buren.
And I'm always just like so scared to go up to them because they're either like on they either have headphones in or they're just like really like to themselves. So I'm trying to challenge myself. Plus I feel like people like need to talk to people more on trains. I don't know. That might just be me, but I think like every time a stranger is like complimenting me on like my hair because it's like blue and crazy, or like stuff like that, like I always feel so good. So I always want to like spread the joy. So what's it like receiving a compliment from a stranger in like a public place? Like when it's genuine.
When it's genuine, I mean, it feels nice. Like, and you can definitely tell when it's genuine. I guess like today, it just kind of made my day. So thank you for that.
Yeah. What's it like getting complimented on like a train by a stranger?
Very weird because everyone's usually on their phone or just silent.
Well, it doesn't happen very often, so I guess it's unexpected, and yeah, it feels good.
If someone like randomly came up and complimented you on the train, like how would that make your day feel? Like what would you?
It depends on how the compliment is phrased.
If it's like not creepy.
Yeah. When it's not creepy, it's usually good. I mean, I try to like do that occasionally too, just because I don't think people do that enough for people. Make someone stay a little bit.
Yeah. Like on trains, like do you usually talk to people or do you usually say more like to yourself?
I stay more to myself.
Do you usually talk to people on the train?
No, I was on with a friend, like just stay on my phone.
I usually keep to myself, but I'm not like opposed to talking to people on the train, obviously.
Yeah. So do you usually get people talking, or is everyone usually keeping to themselves?
It really depends on the mood. Like some days, like Mondays and stuff, no, not so much. But like usually towards the weekend, people are in like better spirits and they'll want to talk to people. That kind of thing.
What do you think it's like talking to people on trains? Do people usually talk? Do people usually keep to themselves? Like what's the deal?
People usually keep to themselves. I think people are kind of afraid to talk to other people on trains.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
That's a good question. Could be. I know some people have the mentality of like, oh, other people could be dangerous. You don't know their intentions, sort of thing.
First, when I started noticing like smartphones kind of taking over public spaces, I was a little bothered by it because I saw it as a change, and in my mind I thought, well, this must be a change for the worse because now nobody's even looking at each other. But I guess historically people did that with newspapers, they did that with books. You still see people with books and stuff on the train. So I'm not sure it's actually as much of a change as I initially thought it was. Now what might be different is that since smartphones are basically ubiquitous, like everybody has one, and maybe that's a difference, is that nowadays more people are kind of zoning into something versus some imagined past where people weren't zoning in. I think people were focused on books and newspapers and stuff, but maybe not everybody was. Nowadays it seems like everybody is zoned into their phones.
Do you think it would be beneficial for people to talk to each other on trains more?
Yes and no.
Why yes and no?
You get that more.
Yeah. All right. See ya. Thank you.
Yeah, but I think it's so worth it because I know I've also been trying. Like if I see someone I like their shoes or something like that, I'm like, hey, by the way, like I like your shoes, or even just like my own friends, if I see a picture of them and they look good, I want to be like, you look so good in that picture, like you always look good, but that picture, wow.
Yeah, because I feel like compliments can go so far.
Yeah,
This
like,
is set.
they really can. Like I said, they can like make or break someone's day.
Yeah. Like, how do you feel when, like, after having a nice conversation with someone on the train?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it doesn't happen very often, but I can point to a handful of examples from just this year where I've had like an interesting conversation with somebody. Again, they're usually not in any kind of depth. I'm not talking about politics and religion on the train, but I might be talking about events. Like concerts or sports, and those are things that make people feel connected to one another, which is good. Yeah, that's why I moved to Chicago. I moved to Chicago so that I could use public spaces, and that I would have access to public spaces and public services like CTA.
Yeah. Your style is so dope. I was just like, look at the colored pants, and you got the, oh my god. I love it. And your glasses fit your face perfectly. My dad's an optician, so he's always like, oh, it's got to go with the eyebrow and everything, so you look good.
To be honest, this is the first time I like put an outfit, or like put this outfit together, so
Yeah.
I'm very happy that it's working for me.
Yes, experiment. But yeah, thanks so much.